Hello everyone, and welcome to the introductory video of my 0% Growths low turn count playthrough of A Vestrian Tale by Rose and the Pots. This video is here in case you are not familiar with the mechanics of A Vestrian Tale and you want a little explainer before we jump into the action. A Vestrian Tale is a shorter hack at only around 10 chapters. It is heavily inspired by Thracia 776 from the vanilla Fire Emblem games. Let's go ahead and hop into the first map, and I can show off a couple of the mechanics. This here is the prologue map, and my save point is right at the start of enemy phase, but now that we're here in player phase, I can show off some of the Thracia mechanics. There is, of course, capture in this game, where you can pick up an enemy that you've reduced to 0 HP and rob them for their belongings. There's also a more expanded version of stealing. It's not quite as expansive as Thracia, but it's a little more expansive than the regular GBA games in that you can steal weapons and staves as long as they aren't equipped. As for what A Vestrian Tale is actually about, it's about this thief here, Ezekiel, and his crew of thieves in a heist gone wrong. So this is our lord here. He doesn't quite look the part, but you'll get to know him. His name is Ezekiel, but everyone calls him Zeke, so that's what I'll be calling him too. Another Thracia mechanic that this game has is Escape All, where you need every single unit in your army to escape instead of just one unit. This is an incredibly complicated objective at an LTC pace, and I hope to show that off well. It's also a 1RN game, like Thracia. If you're not familiar, most games, most Fire Emblem hacks and Fire Emblem games are what we call 2RN games, which basically skews your hit rates up if they're above 50 and down if they're below 50. Same for the enemy, but this is a 1RN game, meaning that what you see is what you get. This 93 is actually a 93, and that 73 is also a 73. Shocker. So this doesn't have a whole lot of impact for me, as I know which attacks are going to land ahead of time. In fact, it kind of works in my favor, as 70s are a lot easier to dodge when they're not being skewed upwards. But one other small thing is that hit is actually, like Thracia, capped at 99. This probably won't show up in my playthrough. You know, what are the chances I'll need to dodge a 99? Very slim. Very slim. Aside from all those mechanics, that's about it in terms of Thracia inspiration. I know Thracia is a game with a million little mechanics, so you're probably thinking of a couple others that I didn't mention, and that's because they're not in the game. Instead, one other defining mechanic of A Vestrian Tale is its large amount of secret events, where if you have sometimes any character or sometimes a specific character go to a specific area in a map, they'll get a little event to happen and a little reward. I have figured out where all of these are ahead of time, and I'm going to use some of the really good ones to my advantage, assuming they're not too out of the way, of course. But I would encourage you to look for some of your own when you get the chance. One other pretty big mechanic is that from Tellius, we have the shove mechanic. So I can shove right here to get to this recruitable unit, and if you ever wanted to play this game for yourself, but you were worried about the 99 hit cap, there are a couple weapons that can't miss. I'll use them when convenient, but they're not a big part of my run. That said, that's about all I wanted to preview for you ahead of time. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll enjoy my run.